ऊपर से हर बार गर्म करके ठंडा ही छोड़ देते हैं हमको।
Mardaani as a franchise was a baby of Yash Raj, which was very understated and away from the generic tropes of hero worshipping. It stayed rooted. Rani had a natural charisma as Shivani Shivaji Roy. She completely embodied the Maharashtrian cop by her fierce, firm, and fearless avatar. Be it the meticulous Tahir Raj Vasin or the unhinged Vishal Chetwa, both the parts delivered big time on the villain arc and their motivation scared us. That is the reason the protagonist's journey was thrilling to watch, as we knew it will be a tough match and both have to give it their all to overpower each other. And we thought they would do the same in Mardaani 3 as well, because it was evident that this time it will be Rani versus Mallika Prasad. But they had other surprises too, which I can't disclose due to spoilers, and let me tell you, those surprises was not something I was proud of. Let me divulge on this in my general opinion, where I speak about the likes and dislikes about the film. Acting, Rani Mukherjee. Let me tell you, Rani Mukherjee is a gem. What conviction and attitude she portrays in her character. Shivani Shivaji Roy. Her presence is towering in spite of her height. And the reason I mentioned her height will be because in a similar height disproportion in Mirzapur season 3, Golu's character, along with her bodyguard, looked unintentionally funny in serious situations. But here, Rani's presence is so strong along with the good camera angles that she holds you and doesn't let anything distract you. I have to mention the interval block when the camera slowly pans to Rani's face and her eyes. My god, you just have to see that conviction. And along with the dialogues were spot on, with I Giri Nandini playing in the background. Mallika Prasad, another veteran, her eyes also did a separate talking because in one scene where she assures the child that all will be fine in an overprotective way, and in the same scene she instructs an subordinate with such fierceness, her subtle nuances shows why her character was the perfect manipulator. Unfortunately, her arc will leave you hanging for more. Those two were the only performance that will stay, as Mikhail, who also had a good amount of screen time, but his performance was so stoic and monotonous, it felt completely off. Then there were many actors like Jishu and Janki who were not properly utilized in this film. Intention and potential. We all know Mardaani will follow a set pattern. Still, we are tuning in because it gives us hope and shows us women are not dispensable as society may want us to believe. This time, it is not only about women trafficking but also sheds light on the class discrimination where only the powerful are allowed to have all the resources for the said trafficking, but those same resources will not be available for the poor. Although the intention of the film was good, but I think the potential it had was kind of missed opportunity as it was divulging in so many other categories too, especially the second half where the subject on paper looked interesting, which should pose as a moral dilemma not just to the protagonist but also to the audiences who watch this. But it was handled so quickly without much contemplation, and you will know exactly what I am talking about. Screenplay and writing. The film on many occasions fails to switch to convenient writing, be it for the hero elevation, where the police will come late, or when the protagonist is in a dilemma, clues will be produced repeatedly. But what was jarring was the manner in which the things get solved. The roadblocks never really hindered, and the twist, which may be just smart enough for some, but we are so accustomed to those twists that it does not feel like a twist. Gone Masier. The first half of the film feels like a proper film of a Mardaani franchise, giving us the hope that there will be a good second half. But the way they have turned the second half into a mess with their creative choices and casting decision will be a sore to the eyes. The film completely abandons its core to go from a rooted to massive film. Nothing wrong, but as part of a franchise where the real hero elevation feels with the constant cat and mouse chase, this feels lackluster and rushed. The action set pieces in the beginning was good, and Rani, with her age, was very good in those hand-to-hand combat scenes, but I wished they had a better way of showcasing that. In short, the film also suffers from chewing more than it can swallow, as it divulges into too many things in a short screen time and tries to address them all. In order, it feels rushed and was a genuinely good franchise. The future seems uncertain.